Let's do this.
What is up, Hedgehog Maniacs, Donkey Fanatics, Sonic 17 here, back with more Donkey Donkey Interview Club, which is a mod for Donkey Donkey Literature Club. The last time I saw him play, I continued on with Shiro's AMA. He tried to get to see if Natsuki and Yui would kiss, and they did not. Because it was asked by the fans of DDLC. What you're about to see me do now is finish up Shiro's AMA. Time to dive in, let's do it to it. Let's go! Vaughn Fremont Tucson comes in with, guess I'll bite. Cross off. 1. What's your highest level of gallows humor? Since I'm not easily offended, gallows humor doesn't bother me. Again, if I say your names wrong, I'm sorry. Just saying. You may lie at almost anything with the correct mindset. It's personal choice not to care. Some jokes are darker than others, but they're still jokes. People just need to chill out. 2. What old school consoles do you own? My console collection is pretty impressive, I must say. I have all the major ones covered, and some of the minor ones as well. Nintendo, Sega, Sony, you name it. I probably have it. They're all in working order too. 3. What do you think of satirizing tragedies? Sorry if I said that wrong. According to a reliable source, it takes 22.3 years for something tragic to become funny. But if you can't resist the urge for satire, just be cautious. Just be conscious of your audience. Sorry if I did not say that right. Reading the room is important for telling jokes in the first place, but especially so where tragedy is concerned. 4. Since you made a thick skin pun, do you think the topic of obesity has been watered down so much in PSAs that you feel people suffering from anorexia? Sorry if I said that wrong again. Need just as much discussion as obesity? Anorexia is a less common problem than obesity, but a worthy issue all the same. One may hog the spotlight, they're both important. I don't think anorexia needs equal attention though. You can say the problems don't have equal weight. Sorry. 5. Have you thought about making it a game that's a secret PSA to spread awareness to issues misinterpreted / mishandled by the corporate media? Drug abuse, mass murder, mental health, etc. I'm not too interested in mixing politics with my hobbies. Making a game centered around a theme like that can be done, but it takes finesse. Very true. If the message overtakes the content, it dilutes the whole thing. Also true. 6. What was your weirdest nightmare you ever had? I don't dream too often, but my weirdest nightmare was actually fairly recently. It's hard to describe the setting. I can't say it took place in a specific location. I was conscious, but I couldn't feel my body. I saw a stag, like from an old TV. There were random flashes of color, and this roaring noise that surrounded me. It gets louder and louder, filling my mind until I couldn't take it anymore. It was so startling I woke up. That was come to think of it, the morning of the festival. Go figure. 7. Thoughts of the people of the club. What we people refer to as the Dokies. I already shared my thoughts about the others. The nickname's kinda dumb, though. I mean, come on. Dokies? Really? Hey, what do you expect, man? It's DDLC. Anyway. Mac QDM comes in with, "What's up, dude? What? Horde or Alliance?" I played both sides of the war. Not that it made much difference. I had a little more fun as Horde, if only playing as something non-human. What's the point of fantasy if you're just going to be a normie? 2. You try to wear contact lenses? I talked about contacts a bit earlier. Even if I was comfortable with them, I think I prefer glasses. Not to promote a stereotype, but they do have an intellectual air. 3. What kind of manga do you prefer? Asking like slice of life type, by the way. Why you saying it like that, dude? Are you dissing my favorite Doki? My interest is more shonen-oriented. Slice of life is a little too uneventful for me. And too often cutesy as well. It can be good, but it takes a skilled author to keep it interesting. Shonens always have something going on, rarely a dull moment. And when there is, you know it's set up for something. 4. Have you played any horror games? I would highly recommend Amnesia and Soma, if you didn't play them yet. Besides great horror part, they have a great plot. I was all over Amnesia and Soma. I like frictional games before it was cool. Amnesia was more refined than any episode of Penumbra. But I've seen all their good work. However, a lot of horror games are pretty lousy, so I don't pick them up unless I heard good reviews. But that's kind of the nature of the indie scene in general. 5. What do you think about club members so far? I know why you're here. Just be careful and try not to hurt girls' feelings, okay? Especially Yuri. She's a very fragile girl. Oh boy. The club members are great so far. I don't have much more to say about them. Don't worry, I won't step on anyone's toes. Especially not Yuri's. Traditional chibi question. Yep, someone drew you in a chibi style. Have you seen it? Have a nice day! If there's a chibi in me too, I'll ask Manga about it later. And I'll add it in right here. And a 7 comes back with Shiro Ame. 1. Since you taped and edited all the other AMAs, most of my questions are going to be about that, okay? Oh, that was Hannah. I was wondering when you showed up. If that's what you asked about, then I guess it has to be okay. 2. Who is taping and editing this one? If it's you, will you make yourself look really awesome? Son Yix is in charge of the recording. I'll be editing it afterward. I see no reason to make myself more awesome. Seriously, how can you improve on this. Sometimes he can be a show-off, Shiro. Anyway. 3. Do you consider Pokemon an RPG? Can you be my 5th gen team of Hippowdon, Tidor, Iron, Nosepass, Vampy, and Tailo? Pokemon is a unique kind of RPG, but RPG all the same. See that, Tailo? I expect you running fear tactics? Which means Aaron's level 1 with Strutty, right? You must be so popular online. Unfortunately for you, I know answers to such cheap tricks. Oh. Expecting the worst from the rest of that team. I'm sure I can make an effective counter, even out of mods I already raised. 4. Whose poems did you like the best? I would guess Yuri since her writing is the most romantic. Of the poems I heard at the festival, only Monica's was any good. That's not to say they weren't well written, just that their delivery was all over the place. So Yuri shouted her at the top of the lungs. Sanjak's reading fell totally flat. Yuri panicked and lost momentum on hers. And Natsuki was just plain pissed. That's another statement, Shiro. I got more enjoyment reading them out of the booklet, but I don't blame them for losing the cool. 5. You've taken on a lot of club responsibility before you've even first stated, and yet hardly anyone seems to like you for trying to prove yourself. Helping with the helping with the AMAs wasn't that big of a responsibility. It was something I knew how to do, so I offered. If that helps me prove my worth to the others, then great. What interested you about the club? Going by Tip's description, it sounded like a colossal failure. It sounded like a colossal failure. Did you just want to be around fellow losers? Plus Monica. Hey, don't call the rest of the club losers, dude. Reed was indeed a colossal failure. Obviously that didn't stop me. I don't think they're all losers though. I guess I felt I've seen them at the worst. So I was curious to see their best as well. And a 7 comes back. Tips AMA. 1. It's cute how you and Natsuki work together on that hair prank. When did you two become friends? Ooh. Uh-oh. This is interesting. Heh. Heh. Don't jump to conclusions. That hair prank was spur of the moment. And it certainly wasn't Natsuki's idea, even if she picked the color. We're not friends either. Barely acquaintances. Yeah, consider how they first met and everything. Heh. Were you hearing the same thing I was? Sounds like Tip was looking for a relationship and would give anyone a chance. Huh? So you think Tip sounds a little desperate, huh? I guess she might be, with how little reception she gets around here. It's kind of a shame with how nice she is. People just aren't that interested in her. 3. How has day in life been for you at insert school name here? Is it normal for most students to be single? Our school's dating scene is no different than any others. Most of the normies have peeled up by now. The ones that haven't are exceptional. I suppose you could say this club is full of gritty exceptional people. 4. Seems like we got MC X Sayuri, though we all know childhood hookups don't last. Tiff and Moni, and you with either Natsuki or Yuri. Oh, right. Oh, right, a question. How cute is Tiff X Moni? Oh boy. Do we have to recruit an 8 member to satisfy your shipping needs? It's hard to imagine how Tiff and Monica would work together. It'd probably be cute if one of them wasn't admittedly straight. I guess Tiffica sunk before he could even sail. Seriously? Is that what you just called it, Shiro? Anyway, 5. In the VN, which is short for visual novel, how would you go about conquering a girl like Tiff? She seems to be hiding a lot from the player. Conquering? Interesting word choice. Tiff seems like the fun-loving type. You have to keep up to get with her. Of course, if she is that desperate, you might not have to try very hard at all. If you really like her, then it shouldn't matter where she's hiding. Hopefully. Yeah, keyword hopefully. Although I do know what she was doing. Take 2. Anyway. 6. Are you also underclassmen? What would you want to be? Would you want to be the next club president? Sorry to say, I'm not an underclassman. My stay in this club won't be very long. Seems I just won't survive to next school year though. Though I would enjoy being in charge. And the 7 comes back again. This time asking about MC. MC's anime. 1. Admit, you came because of this guy too, didn't you? Everyone in the club loves him. Yes, even him. Back off, he's probably a Sayuri. Okay then. You think I joined just to hang out with our latest member? It's great he's well liked, but I won't pry him away from Sayuri. I say we have friend potential, that's all. 2. Is the relationship you have with your 2D conquest the same as the one you see with MC and Sayuri? I'm not sure what you mean. Are you saying that they have a VN-style relationship? I haven't seen enough of them together to really say. I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't bet on it though. VNs have a tendency for romanticize things. Real relationships are never like that. you never know, Shiro. Anyway. 3. A lot of people would criticize an MC for being dense. But when you're an MC in a visual novel, do you prefer your character dull and bland, or a heroic Chad? Similarly, I think Chad protagonists are just as unrealistic. Magnets like that don't exist. I prefer believable protags. If they have to be bland so the player can self-insert, so be it. That's just the nature of the genre. 4. Have you played Kitawa Shoujo? What did you think of MC's girl rankings, and do you agree? Of course I played Kitawa Shoujo, and I can tell Sanyex hasn't. Those subscriptions were a dead giveaway. He did alright by being objective. Without actually knowing the girls, he tried to be fair. Can't say I couldn't play favorites so easily. 5. Noticing that MC didn't have an impression on Tiff or you, can you give us your thoughts on the club members? Impersonations work too. We've been over my thoughts on the others, and I can't argue with the impression Sun Yix did. It'd be pointless to impersonate myself, so that just leaves Tiff. Let me try. Hey y'all! Sorry I'm late, y'all. I couldn't find the door in time. If I knew better, maybe I could improve on that. Improve on that. There's Tiffany. No, you pretty much nailed it. I think you might be a little flustered by that. Anyway, 6. Different people seem to have had different texts for display MC's name. How do you edit his name question? I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I changed the text box to show his nickname after you told it. But that's all. Are you saying other people see different nicknames? Cause that's technically impossible. Hey, not this impossible if you put your mind to it, Shiro. Yuri's AMA. Again by Hannah 7. Did you try filming Yuri for a straight hour? Yes, I did enjoy the full duration of Yuri's AMA. If anything, I think I liked it more than she did. She seemed like it did some good though. She had such a poor self-image. But all those fans really turned it around, huh? Yeah. 2. Have you ever played a visual novel that had psychological horror aspects? Seems like it would be a betrayal of the genre and a pretty weak combination. I played a couple of VNs with horror themes, but they weren't dated sims. Corpse Party, Broken Shadows, and the little R2 I recall. Incidentally, I wouldn't recommend either of them. One's all fan service and forced gut punches, while the other is painfully scripted. If a dating sim had those elements, it'd be kind of betrayal. I don't know how that would work. It would have to be subversive, I think. You can't play that straight. Very true. 3. Consider there's more text than image in most VN visual novels, and typically much deeper characters. Do you find yourself connected more to Yuri than Natsuki? That's interesting. I find myself connected more to Yuri than Natsuki in general. Yuri did say she likes to use her imagination, and VNs have plenty to interpret. I find it encouraging that she and I have some things in common. 4. What 3-word nickname would you have given to Yuri? If I were to nickname her, I'll go with Beautiful Brilliant Belle. Has a little contrast to it, you know? Sorry if my impression's not that good right now. I'm a little congested as of this video. Hopefully it'll be gone before very long. But anyway. 5. In a visual novel, how would you go about conquering a Dandiri type and random aid on how would you have dealt with her if she suddenly became a Yandere? Again with the conquering. Well, Dandaries are usually timid, so you can't come on too strong. You have to earn their trust. Let them know that you're alright. Then close in for the kill. Not literally. Finding a yandere underneath that would be quite a surprise. I'm not into psychopaths, but by that point, it might be too late. Is there something I should know about? Yeah. Act 2. Anyway. 6. Haven't been part of both. You know MC's innocent, right? The Redders had information that no one could have known about. Why didn't you explain? The innocence or guilt of son Unix is beyond my knowledge. From the sound of it, he must have blabbed in a casual conversation at some point. Lord knows that this school's rumor mill is in fine working order. They settled it anyway. So So what difference does it make? Exactly. Natsuki's AMA. 1. What the hell was that? Hallie knows what I mean, but do you? I think it's referring to what happened when Natsuki switched between her school uniform and her casual outfit. What the hell indeed? You mean that stuff about her dad, right? Jeez, I never thought these things would get that heavy. If Hallie knew in advance, then it seems like it's a target attack. But then again, maybe he wanted her to explain herself. Doesn't make it any less tragic though. I don't know if this is what that user meant, but anyway. 2. Did you time Natsuki's questions to end on a sad note because she insulted your literature? I haven't structured any of those AMAs to end in a specific way. Hallie puts the question to the order and sends me the list. I can tell I have some of you worried, but it seems like he's the real twisted one here. Oh. Shiro called you out there, Hallie. I don't care what Natsuki thinks of my gaming choices. Reading is involved, even if they are in literature. 3. You've got to know more about Natsuki than any other friend. Even more than MC. Will you ignore this nudge or use it in an attempt to conquer her? Again with the conquer. I could be less interested in conquering her. But that'll be good to stay. But it's best to stay on the good side, though. Though I'll try to be more understanding, knowing what I do now. 4. Do you share any similar anime/manga interests with Natsuki? From what she described, our interests don't overlap much. JoJo and Dragon Ball, but that's about it. I couldn't care less about that cutesy stuff she kept mentioning. What was it? Heartbreak Girls? Yeah, no thanks. I mean, it's not for everybody, but don't just say it like that, Shiro. Anyway. 5. In a visual novel, how would you go about conquering a tsundere type? I don't usually go for the tsunderes unless the writing is especially good. It's hard to make those characters even remotely believable. No one acts like that all the time. Similar to danderies, you have to show them that you only mean well. Swords have a different kind of trust issue. Very true. You might also need a hard stomach if they're the violent type. You got a point there. 6. There's a significant deviation between how Natsuki answers alternate reality questions and how they were dealt by Sayuri and Monica. Why do you think it's that? Why do you think that is? I'll admit, I didn't pay as close attention to the early AMAs. I mostly just clicked to the next question when I heard the speaker fall quiet. Some of Monica and Sayuri's answers were a bit strange, but I think they were just playing along with that fanfic. It must be pretty popular. It must be a pretty popular story, huh? Natsuki was totally out of the loop. Sayuri AMA. 1. Do you trust Monica? I don't get the exact nature of Monica's problem, or why Sayuri doesn't trust her. She hasn't stabbed me in the back yet, but we don't really know each other either. You never know with Monica, dude. Just keep an eye on her. She has my real trust for now. 2. How much do you even know about her? No more than anyone else. Those are local celebrity stars, but you can't believe everything you hear. Who's the girl behind the image? At least she's not stuck up like one might expect. hasn't let her success go to her head. But yeah, even after her AMA, I feel like I hardly know anything. 3. Do you like Fail Not Ski News Network? N. That... I know what that actually stands for, but I'm not gonna say it right now. Have I failed N? Let me put it this way. I wasn't even trying. 4. Were the achievements just there naturally, or did you add them yourself? Those were special effects I added in. Manga gave me the artwork and I made them hop around. Didn't think they were actually there, did you? Was Sayuri's admission of suicide and her depression a shock to you? It certainly was for us. Sayuri talked about her depression so much, I couldn't help but catch it. It was surprising to hear though. What with that bubbly facade? Did she really attempt suicide? I must have missed that part. You have no idea. Shiro, you have no idea. Well, I'm glad she didn't succeed. 6. I love you, or you will always be my dearest friend. If Sayuri was an individual novel, which option would you choose? A girl like her. Sorry, a girl like her. I would be too into. Again, if the writing was great, I'll consider the route. Sorry, but I never lie about something like that. It's unconscionable. Manga AMA. I get my head at 7. 1. How aware are you? A good portion of Monica's questions presume that your world is a fabrication of reality. How aware am I? Of what? This sub's weird obsession with fan fiction? Manga must be really into it if she was willing to humor you. 2. As a gamer, you've probably seen your fair share of insults. What does... Die, you soft... I'm not saying that, but... What's that quote mean? I don't think you need to be a gamer to understand this insult. Apart from being totally weak, it's telling you to die as... I say you are... like... Again, I'm not gonna say that. Sorry, I'm not saying it. Yes, I say the word. Say that word. I say the word. Feel free to grow up anytime. I could have probably just said. Maybe I could have just said with Vegas. I think I just said it now. I don't know. Anyway. 3. What would it have taken for you to not post the question? Again, I did choose the questions, but I think how they took them all indiscriminately. In a way, I understand. If they bothered to ask, why would he leave anyone out? Besides, you can't deny when we got some interesting reactions. That's true. 4. Have you ever been anonymously cruel on the internet, besides potentially bad ending for 100% completion? I don't often feel the need to troll online unless someone's being a complete ass. At that point, they've earned it, otherwise, never. I know how it feels to be bullied. Cyberbullying isn't any better. That's what trolling basically is. After the Luna question, did you find any material of the other girls? And if no, do you want some? Okay. I haven't had time to browse for anything on the sub. Are there really that many lewds? You'd be surprised, Shiro. Well, I hope they aren't overly linked. You should respect these girls more than that. With that said, I have no intention of digging around for any smut. 6. There were a disproportionate amount of mean questions for Monica, but some of them she turned around and made punny. Do you find yourself using similar diffusions when questioned about your hobbies, weight, or other quirks? I'm surprised Monica reacted the way she did to some of those mean questions. I thought she'd be better at keeping her cool. I'm used to deflecting insults, so I don't have to resort to puns or anything. Usually, it's enough to just own the accusation. Hey Shiro, you fat... Yeah, and? even if it's something untrue, like, are you gay? I'll just say, come on, kiss me and find out. All boys ever want is to finish you off so they can feel like they're better than you. If they can't get that satisfaction, then they run dry pretty quick. Yeah, true. And that's it for me. You know, at the end of Tim's AMA, she said she understood if you think she doesn't fit in. Well, I just gotta tell you. I just don't give a crap if you think I don't belong here. Fact is, I'm here and I'm happy for it. Whether you worry or disapprove, it's not gonna change a thing. Like I said, I know how to behave. And I wouldn't dream of hurting any of these wonderful people. You sure about that? But I'm here to stay. Is he getting closer? But I'm here to say I have no intention of leaving, so... deal with it. If you decide to stick around too, then I promise you won't be disappointed. See ya! Was he getting closer to the camera? I have to see what that... Hallie, if you're listening, was he actually... I think he was getting to the camera. But I'm stopping no Hedgehog Reacts. I know... like I said, I noticed Hallie was getting... I noticed that Shiro was getting closer to the camera. It's like he was ready to do something. If I had just let him... If I had not done anything, would he have done something? I don't know. Maybe that's why he did what he did in Take 2. Like it was a sign. I don't know. I'm just saying. But the next time you will see me play this, I'll be starting the group AMA. But for now, SonicX17 signing out. I'll catch you guys in the next video, and I'll see you guys later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, smash that like button and let me know in the comments below your thoughts and opinions. If you want to see more of my content, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss a single video, or you can check out another video as you see on the screen. See ya! Seriously, Monica?